So is the struggle real? Like with let's talk about the struggle being real with millennials and money. So what do you feel based on your podcast and things like that? Since that you guys talk about that lifestyle piece, and then we'll dive a little bit more too into the lifestyle choices and things like that. But what do you feel about, and a little bit more too about your background, because I know it seems like you do work for a financial firm and things like that, so it seems like you do have that, that sort of background dealing with money and things like that. So tell us a little bit more on that struggle being real for millennials.
The struggle is so real. I can't stress it enough. I just feel like living alone, living period, is hard, right? Especially in a market like Denver, and my co-host in Chicago. So we're both on the different ends of the millennial spectrum. Sure. She's 32 and I'm 23. So so we have a different perspective, and we're still going through the same struggles. Sure. So being in the financial industry, it's a lot of fear-based marketing. And I don't know if that adapts well, but you're like, how am I supposed to save money to retire when I could barely live now? I'm living paycheck to paycheck, or I'm buying all these Instagram ads and wanting to keep up with the next influencer, keep up with my friends, and don't want to feel excluded. Sure. So that's how the struggle's the realest. It's just living, I think, and trying not to like go outside your means or make all these crazy decisions, just to fit in. I don't want to say it's like a popularity game, but sometimes I have to say, no, I can't go with you on that trip because I'm doing this, or I want to save for a new car, like something. So your priorities have to be lined up, and it's hard to resist temptation.
It is, especially when you're constantly on the Instagrams and the social media, and you're seeing all your friends getting all this stuff, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, well, I do want to live in that area, or I do want to have this new car. But yeah, that's where that delayed gratification comes in, and some of those right habits, right? In terms of not kind of following that trend. But it's so hard, and unfortunately it does seem like social media kind of runs the millennial life. And on the outside looking in, it's funny, I don't know if you follow Logan. He's an Instagram guy he used to be with King Batch, the comedian. I don't know if you know.
I'm not sure.
But he did this one post on Instagram where he was like, and he's a really fit dude. And so he did this one picture where he was like really he flexed and everything. It was really nice.
Oh, yeah,
and he was like, this is Instagram, and it was like, this is reality. And he had this big pot belly. So I feel like that's kind of like the reality of the situation, where on Instagram, you have to be careful too, right? Or in social media, right? Don't you have to be so careful that, some of these people that you're thinking are doing well or living well may truly have some issues, huh?
Yes. My coworkers always tell me, Brandi, you should go on The Bachelor and you'd be great. This would be awesome. And I was like, I'm sorry, I can't afford to take off work for 3 months and buy extravagant gowns. I don't understand. And then they did a study. We do a lot of studies within my company, but they did a study, and most of these people go into so much debt just to hopefully make a life of Instagram modeling or whatever it is. And I have no hard feelings or shade or anything to those people, because I mean, if I could Instagram all day for a living, that'd be the easiest job ever. But then you also have to realize the social aspects that it's affecting other people. Like, I'm promoting, spend your money on this, and I say so that makes it okay, and you should do it. So the dots aren't connecting.
Right. Yeah, no, thanks for that info, man. Yeah, it's, like I said, it's so crazy what the influence that social media is having on millennials, that, they'll make some questionable moves.